Many visual novels can manage to pique my interest while browsing the Steam store page, but very few can intrigue me enough to install and play the game, especially when the first two tags are sexual content and nudity. Don't let those tags drag you away from playing, because unlike most visual novels with these tags, Selene Apoptosis is not a porn or a hentai game. While it does have some sexual content, it has no nudity to speak of, unless you buy the 18+ DLC for a few bonus scenes. Let's start with the name. Selene is the goddess of the moon in Greek mythology, and such is the name of the cat character in the game. The second part of the name, to quote the National Human Genome Research Institute, apoptosis is a funny word that is derived from the Latin meaning to fall off, like a leaf falls off a tree. And apoptosis refers to a process of what's called programmed cell death, where the cell is actually, in a funny kind of way, committing suicide. The mythological imagery does not stop with the title. There are many mentions of Greek mythology, and one of the playable characters is a historian that specializes in it. There are 6 endings in the game, split between our 2 playable characters. It is possible to never play as the second character, the historian, if you make choices that would focus the story only on the first one, the writer. The thing that connects them and switches the perspective from one character to another is the writer sending an email to the historian for help about the name of the stray cat he just adopted, Selene. The other thing that connects them is that they both suffer from insomnia, which makes them delusional and see things that might not be there. For example, while the writer talks about adopting a stray cat, we can see her as a girl, and it is unclear what is reality and what is a product of his delusions. In one of the endings, he commits a horrific act that is guided by them, and throughout the whole game he hears noises that may or may not be there. As for the historian, his delusions go even deeper, and have also spread to his loving wife, Hope. It is a difference between being completely honest with her about the troubles you're facing and lying to her that gets you to completely different ends to the story, while also choosing between trying to get your life back together or seeing just how deep the rabbit hole goes. Her name is also clearly not a coincidence, and it seems losing her means losing all hope for the writer, and taking away his sanity with it, and possibly hers as well. Hope and Selene are the only spoken characters in the game and can be experienced in both Japanese and English voiceovers. I prefer Japanese, as English VAs don't seem to be up to standard or fit the character's art or personality well. Most of the endings are very open to interpretation, and unlocking different paths unlocks different diary pages, and also TV show programs that evolve during the playthrough. They are very well made and, more importantly, creepy. They may serve as hints to what's happening, but having watched them all, I couldn't make any general sense out of them, other than the fact that they are very much connected, like a whole side story on a TV screen. And for some reason, it involves a lot of tomato soup, and also a horror ripoff of Bert and Ernie. To me, this feels like a true hidden gem that just waits to be discovered by the community that would be adamant to solve all of its mysteries. The art is wonderful, the imagery is truly captivating, and the way storytelling works feels immersive. I also really like the visuals and sound design. The visual novel is not static, the screen constantly moves, flickers, and makes the most of its art, combined with the very high quality sound effects that enhance the experience. The OST, which you can also hear in the background of this video, is, believe it or not, all from the legend of copyright-free music himself, Kevin MacLeod, whose music I've been using for years. Great choices for this game. To get to all the endings while reading all of the text, it will take you a little less than 3 hours. It's a nice thing that you can skip all the dialogue if you want, and it will pause only when you have to make a choice. This makes it fairly easy to get through the game in a matter of seconds when you want to try a different path leading to a different ending. It's also very convenient for achievement hunters, but be aware that one achievement seems to be bugged currently, as I and many others managed to miss it, and it's not clear how to get it specifically. If you like visual novels or horrors, if you like games like Doki Doki Literature Club, check this game out, it will certainly please you. That's all for this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to hear about more underrated gems like this one. Thanks for watching.